Hello, beautiful people. David here with some more Doki Doki Literature Club. Balance is the name of the side story we're starting now. So let's just jump right in. Things are getting interesting because the more I complete these, the more mail I get. And it's getting very, very interesting, very exciting. And also just these stories are so wholesome. And I love it. Natsuki! While Natsuki is messing with the orientation of her manga in the closet shelves, Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. The last two side stories we did saw Natsuki enter the club, run into a rift with Monika of all people, and then they had some mutual respect by the end of it, and it was really sweet. Monika even let Natsuki watch her play piano, and she's really unconfident about that, so we get a lot of Monika being more self-aware as a human being, and we all know what's gonna happen eventually. Unfortunately, we don't want to see her become too self-aware, but let's just go. Everyone's being super cute right now. What? Hi. Hi. The Literature Club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now comprised of 4 members. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first and shared her passion for manga, then Sayori shared her love for poetry, as well as how she goes about writing it herself. Monika, who has multiple literary interests, decided to focus her day on short stories. And finally Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy. With a little help, encouragement from Sayori. Hold on. Oh, Monika. Okay, wow. I don't know why I read this as Yuri for some reason, but Monika, who has multiple literary interests, decided to focus her day on short stories. Yeah, I wanted to hear all about Monika's literary interests, because the whole time it just seemed like she had none, but finally, it's about time, Monika. After the week was spent on their presentations, Monika decided to give the club members the next week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sayori, having spent most of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey into Natsuki's manga collection. I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick. Oh, well, it depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, comedy, drama, mystery. I like all those things. She does. Sayori reaches out and pulls a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover. Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes? Oh, Sayori! You wouldn't like that one! In a panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Sayori's hand, then replaces it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location. Okay, well if you really have no preference, then let's just start with something that's easy to get into. A lot of these don't start getting really good until like a few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're really into manga. I could handle it. I did it with Yuri's book at least. Well, I'm more considerate than that. Well, I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into her books. No, I have the attention span of a donut. But I love my friends, and I can do anything if it's for them. Sayori, stop. Oh my god. Well, okay then. Let's pick you something that even donuts can read. I didn't say I was a donut, I just had the attention span of one. Oh, are you just trying to call me sweet? You're so cute. No, how did you get that conclusion? Oh my god, Sayori. You're the absolute cutest airhead on the planet. And don't call me that. A donut? Cute. Oh, how come? I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Natsuki yanks a book from the shelf and closes the closet doors. If someone asks you to stop, then you just need to stop. People really need to realize that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. Nah, sorry, it wasn't you. Natsuki shakes her head while pulling a second chair over to her desk. I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden. Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles. You're like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. I still learned a valuable lesson. Sayori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment. Well, anyway, here's the book, so let's just start reading it let's just start whenever you like. So just start it whenever you feel like it. Man, I'm waiting. I'm really curious who Natsuki's gonna feel comfortable talking about her whole dad situation with first. Because, Monika, by the time you roll around, she already knows that Natsuki kind of has like an eating issue. What's it about? Well, it's like a comedy, and there's romance too, obviously. Sayori looks at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck. It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guys, and then you find out, like, well, you should just read it. Then you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess you're gonna ship yourself. That made me laugh, but it made me yawn at the same time. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It'd be so funny if I'm right. Ship? I don't get it. Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Oh, okay. I'll start then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Oh, yeah, I guess. Don't you want to finish this first? Yeah, but we could do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry. Then I won't make you or anything. No, it's just... well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. Huh. After the club meeting ends and Natsuki and Yuri leave, Monika strikes up a conversation with Sayori. I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so... I'm not sure if I meant I can't say that to her or if I can't say it at all. Say what? Nothing. I'm a woman of respect. But Natsuki's a woman of cute. You said it! Oh, I said it. What's so bad about that? I don't know. But you know, there's something I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much. Oh, that's ridiculous. How come you feel that way? Well, I mean, just little signs. Like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. Oh, I know this type of personality. I'm kind of like this. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. She seems dismissive a lot. Oh, the D word. She was like that when I brought up poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know? Maybe. My stupid head is just making me worry for no reason. It likes to do that. We know. We know, Sayori. It's okay, try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. Monika, now you're being dismissive. You can always talk to me about any concerns you have. I'm here to help. You're the best. Sayori gives Monika a quick hug. I'm gonna keep trying because I love her and I want to get closer to her. Sayori, you got this. Oh, man. Oh, I don't even remember what the name of this one is. Is this Understanding? Ugh. Huh. After the next club meeting starts, Sayori's the last one in as usual. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Sayori pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki. Hello there. Hi. What you reading? Can I read it with you? Natsuki pulls the book away from Sayori. You can't just start in the middle, there are spoilers! Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Anyway, I've been waiting since forever for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so... Oh, it's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then. Can I sit next to you, though? Sure. Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Aw, man, like, I love Sayori, she's so cute, but also, like, the clinginess, I totally get how weirded out Natsuki might be right now. Huh. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the periodic flutter of a page being released from beneath her thumb. From Sayori's side, only the light tapping noises of her pen meeting paper can be heard. Is she writing a poem? I don't want to read this one. I'm scared. Time passes. Sayori's paper is filled with scribbles and the margins are lined with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book. You finish? No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki stretches her arms. Aren't you bored? No, I was writing. Oh, I saw the stick figures and thought you were just bored. I'll just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. What the heck? You're the weirdo. Want to read the poem I'm working on? Sure, I guess. Oh, man. Sayori slides the paper over to Natsuki. Here we go. As Natsuki reads through the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. She slides the paper back over to Sayori. Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are, like, really emotional. Is that bad? Well, no, it was just an observation. I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings. Well, she begins to protest, but she can't find a good way of putting your thoughts into words. Doesn't that depend more on the kinds of friends you have? I don't know. To each their own. But I never met anyone I feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am, so... You write poems? You never told me that. I thought you wrote other stuff. Yeah, that too, but you should... I mean, would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But... Can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault, it just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it. Still, I'm sorry. Oh no! No, Sayori! Oh god. She's hurting, I can tell. It's fine. Oh. Let's move on to something that makes us both happy. Oh, Sayori! I want to give you a hug! Because I can tell! It makes her heart hurt. Oh god. Why am I putting myself through this? This is torture. I should continue the book you gave me, since I didn't get very far yet. Sure. Over the next few days, Sayori because Sayori just keeps putting herself into everyone else's stuff. She, like, is reading Yuri's fantasy, but Yuri's not writing poems with Sayori. And now Sayori's, like, reading manga with Natsuki, and Natsuki's not writing poems with Sayori. Like, what the fuck? Can we friendship, please? Over the next few days, Sayori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm. I mean, she's really fixated on Natsuki right now. It's Natsuki! She's gotta be feeling coddled right now. Or smothered right now. That's the word. Natsuki! Oh no. Hi, Natsuki! At the end of the one club meeting, Monika, who's become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts an innocuous conversation with Natsuki while she packs up. It's cool that you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you. Yeah. I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share it too, right? Yeah, mostly. Natsuki glances over her shoulder but doesn't reply further. What's on your mind? Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs. Ooh. Oh. Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing, as though she wants to say more. It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back. I guess. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back, so I'm better than to do it to others. Monika shares a bright smile. You're really considerate. Thanks, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it. You can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting. Yo! Am I calling it or am I calling it? I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being, like, all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. I just can't meet someone and instantly become best friends with them and, like, share everything about myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. It's fine, why would you have? I know, I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized. Monika navigates through a tinge of guilt, which is surfaced mainly due to her being the one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monika can't help but feel a little responsible. Do you want me to talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like that. Well, I could... I don't know. I could divert her into another club activity for you or something. No way, that'd be so underhanded and mean. Sorry, I didn't think that one through. Oh, we know you, Monika. You've got underhanded and mean. Swimming in that little blood of yours. Besides, just because I complained about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me. True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems, even if I haven't been invited to. It's fine. I would talk to Sayori about it, but it would just make things really weird between us. I feel like it'd just make her constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to just keep things natural. Well, I think if you do a good job expressing your feelings, all your feelings, she would totally understand. Sayori really wants to be the best she can be for other people. So I think I think she would actually be oh my god! I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her. Maybe. It just feels so dumb. Talking about someone about being friends with them. How to be friends with them. It's just weird and not cool. You always know when I trip over my words, I'm like super invested in what's going on. Monika shrugs. It's the literature club. And she mumbles through a stifled laugh. It's not the cool club. Hey. That just tickled me for some reason. Look, I know that you're in kind of a tough spot, and it's hard for you to really express yourself. But you've really demonstrated to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like it to you. I think that the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. Well, Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment, but she can't find any excuse to do so. Thanks. Monika coming in with the debate! The debate brain! Natsuki gathers her things, then she finishes her thought in a mumble. And I'm still glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes. Monika smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monika knew what she meant. It made Monika feel like everything was really going to be okay. Oh, man. Hi! Really okay, huh, Monika? This is her post-deletion. Not hers, mind you. Oh, wait! Are we only 15 minutes in? That was balance. Heck! We're only 17 minutes into this video? Okay, we're going to balance too. Wow. Let's go. I'm assuming this is going to be the same length of time, right? It's lunchtime. Sayori, who usually buys her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of the students is drowned by Sayori's impeccable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is momentarily interrupted by the glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl. Hey, that's Natsuki. I never run into the other club members around school. Natsuki! Sayori stands on her tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who's busy walking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sayori at first. Then she glances over in Sayori's direction. Sayori waves enthusiastically. Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner. Oh no. Hey! She definitely saw me. Oh no, Sayori! Sayori! Monika's the first to arrive to the club meeting, then Natsuki. Oh, this is gonna put her in a funk. Oh my god. Sayori, having glanced through the window to see Natsuki already inside, is unable to work up the courage to enter. Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she ever wanted to be friends. No! Oh, no, no, no. My heart, my heart, my heart. She only got excited because she got to share her manga. But aside from that, she doesn't even like me. Sayori. I should just go home today. Sorry, but do you plan on going inside? No. Why? I'm sulking! Oh. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. No, don't leave me! Oh, I'll stay here then. I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called out to her. But instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me. Really? Not bad. Hey! Sorry, I'm sorry, that was a joke. Just sounded like something stupid that I would do, from anxiety. From anxiety? Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself. Oh. Well, that makes sense based on the person you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day she's just trying to distance herself more, instead of get closer. Like, I love all these people. But man, do their personalities get along like fire and gasoline sometimes. Makes me feel like she was only spending time with me during the club because I was reading manga, but she doesn't actually want to be friends with me. Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything when you approached her? No, she was just walking with her friends. With her friends. Yuri pauses for a moment. How do I put this? Sayori, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want to be spending time with them. Of course. I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so... You hate being alone? Sayori nods. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I think... Well, if I was trying to have alone time and it was being threatened with an interruption, then it would just not make me very happy. Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with Natsuki. She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything. No, I think it's similar. It's, well... We're all friends in the club. But we do have our own lives outside the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an invitation to intertwine your lives together. But the capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. There are friends who just like to have fun together, and others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think that when establishing a friendship, it's important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace, rather than jump headfirst into a new commitment. But that means I really was bothering her? I just really wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her? I don't know. I'm sorry. My insight was really only based on what I understand about my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different, so... Why was I so selfish? No, Even if all that's true, then that still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you. But I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki because she already seemed really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How could I let myself do this? Sayori, I think that... There's one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump into the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feeling towards you. So I think if we were to realistically consider the situation and how it would cause someone to feel, I'm bad at this. I'm sorry. You're a lot better at me in things like comforting and reassuring people. Suddenly, Sayori gives Yuri a gentle hug. You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. You were trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart. It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others. My friends deserve happiness. Sayori beams. Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she does still want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs and I'll match her boundaries. Oh, this is great! So, Sayori is super intuitive in some ways and also really clueless in others. And this is a kind of a cool unpacking of the kind of neurosis that happens when you aren't sure how someone else perceives you. I think that's really cool. Because we've all been there, I think. I mean, I've been there because I'm very I'm like a golden retriever sometimes, you know? And sometimes I get really into some people. Even just at a friendship level, but I just get really curious and I get really oh, what are you doing, what's up, what's up, and so I could sometimes do stuff like this, but then I can go home afterwards and I'll be like, oh shoot, was I too much, so I totally get this. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. That's not what she needs. I just have to tell myself that. It hurts, but I guess it means I still need to grow. Wait, I need to read that again. She should do what she wants. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her. But that's not what she needs. I have to tell myself that. Yeah, it's so hard. Sayori loves to get in these spirals. I really want to grow as a person. I want you to grow too, Sayori. If it's to be better for my friends, I want that. It's very mature of you, Sayori. I'm mature. Sayori hops up and down on her toes. So does that mean you'll be going home after all? Sayori shakes her head. I need to be here to show her that I respect her space. I'll just mend the club by myself today. Yuri nods in understanding. You can go in first. Okay. You're blocking the door. Oh! Sayori steps aside. By the way, before Yuri enters the club room, Sayori interjects. You said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways. That is true. I said this in an earlier episode. They're like opposite personalities, but in fact they're so opposite that they're actually just other sides of the same coin. They're the exact same person in two completely different directions, which is why they're opposite, you know? That's why they're different. They're different because they're the same, and they're the same because they're different. Sayori, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. She's intuitive. Yuri turns and enters the club room. After a moment, Sayori follows. Club room's quiet. When Sayori walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Sayori smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Sayori decides it's best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping a pen against her desk, staring at it. Ooh, are we writing today? Look at Monica. Monica, you're such an English teacher. What the hell? Monica speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace of the club room. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk. Monica, what are you doing? Why don't you read something? Hey. Natsuki pulls the sheet closer to her and covers it with her arms. Sorry, I didn't mean to peek. Whatever. I just wanted to see how everything was going. It's fine. Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Sayori, who's focused on her manga. Monica follows Natsuki's gaze. I think she's mad at me. How come? I'm busy right now. Ask me later. Monica falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at her paper. She inches her hand away from the top margin, allowing Monica to see. It says, to Sayori. Aw. Understanding, Monica smiles. She places a hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly, I'm proud of you. Natsuki looks away but makes no motion to remove Monica's hand. Monica gives Natsuki's shoulder a quick squeeze before standing back up and pulling away. Monica, so cute! Looking out for your club members. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed. So was Monica after checking on Sayori and Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out, since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late for an unknown reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it to the closet to put it away. She slides it back onto the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then Natsuki gets up and pulls it back out in order to return it into its proper location. Sorry. I didn't know where it was supposed to go. It's fine. Two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes. Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow. Sayori turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. If there was any proof Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. No, Sayori! That is not the right way to think. Defeated, Sayori carries herself out of the club room. Once in the hallway, Sayori takes a deep breath and hits her palms against her cheeks to clear her head a little. Suddenly, Natsuki's stammering voice calls from behind. Natsuki? Startled, Sayori turns back around to face Natsuki. Oh, yay! We got a thing! Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaking voice. I have a lot of things to say. Me too. But you go first. Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still. Well, first of all, she cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stamps her foot and hops up and down a little. I'm sorry for the thing I did at lunch, and I'm sorry for kind of being mean lately. It's really hard for me to I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable. Especially when it comes to like feelings and stuff. So, face burning, Natsuki clams up again. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sayori to take. Yay, poetry! The best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines in and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures, all my books, my collections, my memories. All of my dreams were born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all my secrets, all my failures, my fears, my feelings. Sometimes it feels so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch. But it's still the best place in the world. But when someone knocks, I get scared. Oh. Wait, is it her room? Bedroom. It's her bedroom. When someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against those loose hinges. Please don't break. Don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture. An eye peeks through the keyhole and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmares. I need to touch them to put them away, to see them again. I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But it's still my favorite place. I still want to share it. However long it takes, if you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door, and I'll show you the best place in the world. Oh, what a sweetie. Oh, I love that. It's a poem. But I thought, well, I sucked it up so that I could work things out with you. So just be happy about it. Please? Sayori smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer to you that I forgot to think about what you wanted. And that we probably have different ways we like to make friends. About the friendship stuff. It's okay, I understand. You don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job. So don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay? Natsuki nods. Natsuki. God. You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault, and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you today or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty and wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approach you all the time and that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whatever makes you comfortable, I'll respect that from now on. Friendships should always start with those things. With the right balance. Balance! Natsuki nods again. One thing about that. Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I just wanted to be balanced, like you said. Sayori nods. I understand. We'll make sure of that together then. Oh. Well, anyway. Now that the two of them have found common ground, Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again. I'm not going to be sharing my poems all the time now or anything like that, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to do once in a while, only the best ones. Eagles can fly! Oh god! Alright, so you better like them because otherwise it might change my mind. I like anything you do, Natsuki. I was just saying. More importantly, I have to tell you about my new boyfriend. What? Oh, it's in the book. It's in the book. It's in the book. It's in the book. Huh? Oh, from the manga. Wait, I need to guess who it is. You definitely won't be able to guess. Two walk down the hallway together. Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to save the last two chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal. Oh, you wanted to enjoy it with me. That's so cute. Oh. Oh, shush. Oh, she's okay with cute now. Hi, Monica. We got mail! Alright, before I end this, staying focused on our goals, I find it so interesting that I'm learning these mails in reverse order. And this was a Twitter thing, right? Yeah. So this is Paula. As a reminder to help guide our data collection, the analysis performed should be focused on answering some of these main questions. How does granting elevated access to the VM affect a person's emotional state? How does granting elevated access to the VM affect a person's values and goals? How does someone effectively navigate and experiment with their ability to change the contents of their VM? How is elevated access being weaponized? What actions and values most contribute to the destruction of the universe? Most importantly, how might your observations apply to our own universe? Bonus, how can we present this to upper management as an operation that benefits the company? Unrelated note, whoever changed the color scheme of the desktop to pink, can you please change it back? It's unprofessional and runs the risk of drawing eyes. This is so interesting. So there's a lot more to the game than... Fascinating. I can't wait till I learn more. Can't wait till I learn more about these people who seem to be operating Doki Doki Literature Club from a distance. Oh, look at these kids. These crazy, crazy kids. I love them. Selfie! And we got another poem! From Balance. And this... Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Another poem for me. Okay, this isn't the time for this. That's really cool, though. Alright. And we got more stuff. Man, look at I'm locking everything. Honestly, this is going to be the most annoying bit because you have to just basically randomize each playthrough until you get all of them, which kind of sucks. But, you know, that aside, I think we're doing great. I don't know if the reflection and self-love are going to be as short as this one was, because we were able to squeeze both balances into one video. So we'll see what happens in the next ones. But I think for now, I'm going to stop. I'm starting to feel it in my voice, because I just recorded, like, understanding... No, I just recorded Respect 2, and then this video, which was Balance. So, 3 videos, I'm feeling good. So I'm going to end it here. Next time will be Reflection. So for now, make sure to like this video if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't, smack the bell so you never miss a thing, and I'll see you. Thanks so much for watching. I don't know if I said that, but consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you, Bladed Cross, for supporting me on Patreon, and I'll see you all in the next one. For now, this is Dave out. Peace out. Later.